Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
58. Here we go. Shift.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go. Switch. Check 99. Plant. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, watch that.
They'll run it with Jacobs into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Okay. Just like that. Check. Crunch.
Now back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. No. Undercrunch. Kill. He's coming. We got double up.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash them there. They blasted a gate.
Ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, you block over here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
35-yard line. 51's the mic. Hey, get the weight room. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down, Seahawks.
59. Go. Chance.
first down. Sanders, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 14 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
He's checking.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, that'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50 wants the mic. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. On the Seahawks 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Khalil Mack. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Showing up. Check 52.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rip left. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3. Echo. Slam.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Looking to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw into the arms of Allen. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Check 26, check 26. Action. Hands up, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What we got?
Back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So the victory here for Seattle. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried